Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're taking something that sounds, well, pretty simple, comfort. And we're going to explore how it might be something really profound.
Right.
We usually think comfort is, a bit of an indulgence, maybe a luxury.
Yeah, that's the common idea.
But what if it's actually like a biological necessity? For living longer, feeling more vibrant? That's the kind of surprising idea we're digging into. It really challenges how we usually think about what keeps us going.
That's exactly right. It sounds a bit counterintuitive, perhaps, but the sources we're looking at today suggest this thing called whole body comfort. Well, it's the basic condition you need for a long, genuinely vibrant life.
Absolutely. And for this deep dive, our insights are coming straight from this really interesting text. Specifically, it's called Master's Insight 179.
Okay.
And it's part of a larger work, Whole Body Comfort, The Path to Longevity in Youth. Now, it's important to say up front, the master here, it's not like a single person or some guru.
Yeah.
It's more like a collection of principles, wisdom drawn from different places, different findings, all put into a sort of practical framework.
Like a distillation of ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our mission today is really to unpack why. Why is feeling comfortable all over seen as so vital for longevity, according to this perspective? We're going to explore how those little things, minor, constant discomforts, maybe right in your own home, how they could actually be sort of quietly speeding up aging.
And we'll also get into some practical stuff, actionable ways to achieve this deep comfort, including some details that might surprise you about hitter factors in your environment.
Like what?
Well, think about invisible, odorless chemical toxins and ultrafine particles floating in the air, stuff you probably don't even realize is affecting you.
Wow, okay.
We'll look at how, everything from your clothes, the food you eat, how clean your home is, and especially the air quality, how it all plays this really crucial role in the whole longevity picture.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Master's Insight 179. It just jumps right in, doesn't it? It says, feeling comfortable all over is the path to longevity.
Straight to the point.
Yeah, and it really hammers home this idea that if you can't feel truly comfortable at home, even if it's just a tiny nagging feeling, your body or your emotions are basically under constant stress or irritation, like a low-level alarm bell just ringing all the time.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is how the source defines these slight discomforts. It's not just major pain.
Right.
It lists things like unpleasant air, or maybe fans, AC, or heating blowing directly on you in a way that's just annoying.
I know that feeling.
Right. Or even poor sleep quality.
Yes.
Waking up with that nagging back pain or waist pain. Subtle things, too, like a chronic cough, maybe feeling congested all the time, itchy skin, stiff joints. Even things like constant noise in the background or strong smells. The core point is, if your body is in this state of, small but continuous torment, aging just speeds up. It really makes you ask, doesn't it? Are you even aware of these little irritants that have just become, background noise?
That really reframes stressors, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just the big acute stuff. It's this constant low-level hum of irritation.
Exactly.
So if you want to live longer, this text is arguing, step one, the absolute first thing is making sure you can maintain that continuous whole-body comfort right there at home. And then it lays out some very practical, well, surprisingly simple ways to actually do that.
It does. It suggests starting with, your clothes. Wear soft things, breathable, not tight. Reduce that skin pressure, that feeling of being stuffy.
Okay, makes sense.
It's about getting rid of that constant physical irritation from what's touching your skin all day. Then it talks about food. Eating things without chemical additives, not overly processed, even simple things, like your milk or coffee or chocolate. The temperature should be just right. Genuinely enjoyable, not too hot, not too cold.
It's amazing how detailed it gets. Even the temperature of your coffee matters for removing subtle discomfort.
Yeah.
I definitely grab a lukewarm cup sometimes, just rushing. This really makes you stop and think about those small compromises.
It does.
And keeping the home clean, obviously that's on the list. A tidy space cuts down allergens, dust, makes things easier on the eyes and lungs. But then the text really pivots to something many of us probably don't think about enough.
Yeah.
Maintaining genuinely pure indoor air. And it makes this crucial point that might really surprise you.
Yeah, this is key. The warning is that no smell doesn't automatically mean the air is harmless.
Right, just because you can't smell it.
Exactly. The source points out that the air could still be full of invisible, odorless chemical toxins. Things like VOCs, volatile organic compounds.
Okay, yeah, from paints, furniture.
Right, everyday stuff. paints, cleaning supplies, new furniture, carpets, and also ultrafine particles. This is microscopic stuff in the air, even smaller than PM 0.1. Tiny particles that can get deep into your lungs, even into your bloodstream.
Wow. So this isn't just about dust bunnies or making the house smell fresh. It's about what you can't see or smell.
Precisely. And it stresses that you need an effective purification system to completely filter this stuff out.
That definitely shifts how I think about clean air.
Mhm.
It's not just visible dust or obvious smells anymore. It's
Yeah.
much more insidious.
Yeah.
And speaking of air, the source then gets into the traps of air conditioning and ventilation.
I found this part really eye-opening, like running the AC without any fresh air intake. We usually just think about the temperature, right?
Right, just making it cool or warm.
Yeah.
But the source links this back to the bigger picture. With AC that just recirculates indoor air, humidity keeps dropping. That leads to dry skin, respiratory discomfort.
And co-euro, carbon dioxide, gradually builds up too. You might not consciously feel suffocated, but your body's already feeling that subtle strain, that deprivation.
Another hidden stressor.
Exactly. And another trap it mentions is just opening windows randomly. If you don't create proper airflow, like cross-ventilation, the air inside can stay pretty stale. Plus, you just let in all the outside noise and pollution, which, again, affects your mood, introduces more irritants.
And the fan's blowing directly on you.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought of that as a specific source of discomfort in this longevity context.
Me neither initially. But the source argues that large particles and toxins in the air get blasted right onto your skin.
Okay.
Big particles might cause actual physical sensation, maybe pain. Smaller ones, like chemical toxins, cause irritation, and it makes you unconsciously irritable.
So it's back to those subtle, constant irritations again, just chipping away at your comfort.
Yeah, it really makes you question how many things we do every day, thinking they're helpful or at least harmless, but they're actually creating this low-level stress.
Which leads right into why sleep gets highlighted, doesn't it? As the touchstone of longevity.
Precisely. If you're breathing bad air all night, well, the source calls it a whole night of toxin invasion.
Toxin invasion, that's...
Sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty stark phrase. It makes you think about the cumulative damage night after night.
It does. The text notes that all these airborne pollutants, they just go straight into your lungs, no resistance, and they can even penetrate the skin.
Right.
Over time, this doesn't just mess with your sleep quality. It damages your immune system, affects your emotional stability.
So, given this constant, bombardment, especially when we're most vulnerable during sleep, what kind of solution does this wisdom offer? Is it just about better filters?
It goes further. The source introduces these concepts it calls sleep paradise and fresh air paradise.
Okay.
And these aren't like specific products you buy off a shelf necessarily. They're more like conceptual blueprints. Ideal frameworks for creating environments that are free from toxins and designed for comfort.
So tell me about sleep paradise.
Right. So sleep paradise is described as an indoor toxin-free sleep system. The whole point is to make sure that while you're asleep, every single breath you take is like 95% to 100% pure, totally free of toxins.
Wow. So how would that work? It sounds like creating a bubble around you.
Kind of, yeah. The core ideas involve things like fully enclosed airflow guidance, basically directing clean air right to you and preventing indoor pollutants, VOCs, PM 0.1, all those ultrafine particles, from getting into your breathing zone while you sleep.
Okay.
Plus, it needs to be low noise, obviously, so it doesn't disturb deep sleep. And it should automatically regulate humidity and temperature so you don't get too dry or uncomfortable. It's like creating your own personal, perfect atmospheric sanctuary just for sleeping.
A sleep sanctuary. I like that.
And the health benefits claimed are, well, pretty profound. Sleep is described as the prime time for your body to repair itself, rebuild the immune system. So the logic is, if you can completely avoid breathing in toxins during sleep, your body's repair rate can actually outpace the rate of damage, which, in turn, significantly slows down aging.
That makes sense, conceptual.
Yeah, and the source suggests that long-term use of a system like this could significantly cut down risks of skin aging, weakened immunity, chronic inflammation, things like that.
Okay, that sounds potentially revolutionary just for sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the rest of the day? When you're awake, moving around your house?
That's where the fresh air paradise concept comes in. This is described as more of a whole house fresh air system.
Right.
Its goal is to take outdoor air, filter it through something the source calls a 6-free maze purification system before it even enters your house. The aim is to make the air throughout your entire home toxin-free, odor-free, and safe for long-term breathing.
A 6-free maze purification system. What does that entail?
It's highlighted as being super efficient. able to filter out basically all harmful gases and those ultrafine particles, even the ones smaller than PM 0.1.
The really tiny ones standard filters might miss.
Exactly, and it's designed to provide a continuous supply of fresh air, preventing that QORO buildup we talked about, and stopping indoor odors from accumulating. Crucially, it's meant to work with your existing AC or heating system.
Ah, so you don't have to choose between temperature control and clean air, or resort to opening windows and letting pollution in.
Precisely. That's a common trap it aims to avoid.
So Fresh Air Paradise isn't just about cleaning the air you already have. It's about creating a constant flow of fresh, highly purified air throughout your entire living space, like 247.
That's the idea. And the health benefits follow logically. Ensuring every breath you take while awake isn't adding to your toxin load. Reducing chronic damage from airborne irritants to your skin, your respiratory system, even your nervous system. And maintaining stable temperature and humidity for better overall comfort.
Okay.
The source then puts these two concepts together, sleep paradise and fresh air paradise, calling the combination of sleep plus fresh air the golden combination for comfort.
The golden combination.
Yeah. So during the day, the fresh air paradise system ensures the whole house has pure oxygen-rich air. Then at night, sleep paradise kicks in for that exclusive 100% toxin-free air protection while you sleep. It creates this 24-hour shield of comfort with no gaps.
The complete round-the-clock protective bubble, essentially.
That's the concept.
And the result, the ultimate outcome of maintaining this constant protection.
Well, the text argues that your toxin accumulation rate stays consistently lower than your body's natural detoxification rate.
Okay. Keeping you ahead of the game.
Right, keeping you in that constant state of full body comfort. And this, according to this perspective, is the scientific logic behind longevity.
It lays out that logic pretty clearly, doesn't it?
Very. It connects the dots. No uncomfortable stimuli means less chronic inflammation. Toxin-free air means reduced wear and tear on organs, less collagen loss. A constantly comfortable environment supports stable immune and repair systems. And the long-term buildup of all these benefits, well, the source claims it ultimately slows aging by, get this, at least 10 to 20 years.
Wow, that's a very significant claim. Linking these environmental factors, especially air quality, to such a dramatic impact on aging.
It is, and it even provides a sort of full-body comfort checklist for you to check in daily.
Oh, like what?
Things like, do you wake up feeling refreshed? No headache, no dry throat?
Okay.
During the day, is your focus steady? No unexplained fatigue? Is your skin okay, not dry or flaky? Is your breathing smooth, no congestion? And importantly, are there no weird odors or stuffiness indoors?
That's a useful checklist.
Yeah, and meeting those standards, the source says, means your body is basically operating in what it calls paradise air conditions.
Paradise air.
Which brings us to this final, really powerful insight from the text. To truly feel full body comfort at all times is impossible unless you live in paradise.
Okay, so what exactly does paradise mean in this context? It's not a tropical island, I assume.
No, not literally. It means breathing paradise quality air, eating uncontaminated food, and wearing clothes that don't irritate you. Those basics.
Right.
And the source makes a really bold point here. If you don't have those things, then basically no amount of skincare, exercise, or supplements can fix the root cause of aging.
Wow. So it's saying we might be pouring our energy and money into things that are secondary if the foundation isn't right, like trying to polish a car that's rusting from the inside out.
That's a good analogy, yeah. It suggests we might be focusing on the wrong battlefront entirely.
So what does paradise quality air actually do for you, according to this?
Well, the text claims it doesn't just let you live comfortably day to day. It actively keeps your lifespan, your physical appearance, and even your mental state significantly ahead of your peers.
Ahead of the curve, so to speak.
Exactly. This is presented as, and I quote, the truth of slow aging and extended youth. The fundamental conclusion is, if you want longevity, it's not primarily about popping pills or even just hitting the gym hard. It's about ensuring that every day, every moment, you feel that deep, full body comfort.
So these paradise concepts, sleep paradise, fresh air paradise, they're not just nice ideas. They're positioned as the most critical life support systems in your personal longevity plan.
That's how they're framed, yeah.
It really is a complete rethinking of health and anti-aging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moving beyond just what you put into your body to the actual environment you put your body in constantly.
Exactly. So just to sort of recap the core idea from this deep dive, full body comfort isn't being presented as some kind of, self-indulgent luxury.
Yeah.
It's framed as a necessary foundational condition if you genuinely want to slow down aging and maintain your health and vitality long term.
And the flip side is that continuous, even slight discomfort creates this chronic, low-grade stress that, according to this source, is constantly undermining whatever else you might be doing for your longevity.
Right. And what's really insightful here, maybe even a bit challenging to the way we usually think, is that point that no amount of fancy skincare or intense exercise or all the supplements in the world can truly fix the root cause of aging if you're not living in what the source calls these paradise conditions, especially regarding the air you breathe every second.
It really suggests we might be missing the big picture, doesn't it? Focusing on lotions and workouts while ignoring the fundamental quality of the air in our own homes.
It does raise that possibility, which leads to a pretty important question for you, the listener, to think about.
Okay.
If the ultimate goal here, as the source puts it, is to keep your lifespan, your appearance, your mental clarity way ahead of your peers by achieving this paradise quality air and full body comfort, then what subtle constant discomforts might you be unknowingly tolerating right now in your daily home environment, things you've just gotten used to?
Yeah. What little compromises are you making every day?
Exactly. And what could be the unseen impact of those seemingly small things on your health, your vitality, your aging process down the road?